So I have to ask, at what point does this administration, at what point does Donald Trump stop? Donald Trump has failed young people again. This administration is now decided to close Job Corps centers. That's more than 99 Job Corps academic and vocational training programs around the world that will be halted and gone by June of 2025. So Donald Trump tried this during his first term, but was unsuccessful. But now, with the help of so many people that are regretting it, it is finally happening that he's closing the Job Corps program that offer this services to young people. So what's next? I get it that your son did not make it into the school of choice, but maybe Job Corps would have been a program that was suited for him too, so he could get a vocational training. But away with that. It's just sad. It's a sad day in America that you guys, this administration has made this decision to close up Job Corps, cutting off opportunity for young people, minority people, people of low income status. And so the statement is that they're going to support them and transitioning them into other vocational programs and job opportunities. How in the hell is that going to happen when you're busy cutting everything? And now Job Corps, shame on you, Donald Trump. Shame on this entire administration. Shame, shame, shame.
Hey family, welcome back to Trending Pulse Worldwide, where we break down the real stories that are shaking up America and beyond. If it's trending, we are talking about it. Now, let's get into it. You've probably heard about Trump wanting to cut programs before, but this one hits differently. The Job Corps program, yes, the same one that's helped thousands of low-income young Americans learn a trade, get a diploma, and even find a way out of poverty. It's now on the chopping block, and people are not taking it lightly. So first of all, let's take a look at how people are reacting to it and get to understand from them exactly. Then I'll be back and you can have this conversation in full. Let's dive into the videos.
Isn't it ironic that the enrollment into the military is going down and now Job Corps is getting axed? Yes, it just came out that Job Corps will be done on June 30th. Now, Job Corps was a program for young adults, mainly, underprivileged adults, no direction, don't know what they want to do. It gave them housing, great for, kids who face homelessness, free meals, and it gave them the opportunity to get a trade so that they could get a career and get ahead in life, right? And due to budget cuts, the program will be no more. This program has been around for years. And due to budget cuts by the Trump administration, the program is ending, right? And it's very ironic because military enrollment is down. And we already know that the military preys on underprivileged communities. They go to these high schools and, recruiters go to these high schools and sell these, kids a dream to get out of, the situation that they're in and to make a better life or whatever and get stuck in this commitment. And Job Corps was a freaking better, like a easier alternative, something that you don't have to commit 4 years to or however long, and it just seems very ironic because I feel like now a lot of kids who probably don't want to go to the military will go because they feel like that's what they have to do to, escape poverty.
Trump is getting rid of Job Corps, and people are upset that he's getting rid of Job Corps. I'm okay with them getting rid of Job Corps. If you've known people that have gone to Job Corps, which I've known a lot of people that have went to Job Corps, they never graduate. And if you don't believe me, look at these statistics from the year of 2023. As you can see, the graduation rate is 38.6%. The average cost per student is $80,000 a year. The average cost per graduation is $155,000 a year. And they only make $16,000 a year. This is the average of how much they would make a year after they graduate. Not to mention, look at the serious incident reports per year. 14,913 incidents reports per year. Sexual assaults, the acts of violence, breaches of security or safety, drug use, hospital visits. And you guys are mad because they're getting rid of Job Corps. Every single person that I knew that went to Job Corps would tell me how, one, dangerous, how frequent the drug use was and everything. I didn't even need to know these statistics to know that Job Corps is actually not a good place to go for education.
Stop what you're doing right now. Stop scrolling and listen to this video, please, because it's very, 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 very important. This outage is important to me, and it's important to everybody that is a part of this. So I attend Phoenix Job Corps here in Arizona. I'm here now. You know, this is my dorm. You know, I'm here. Yeah. Donald Trump is planning to shut down all job corps across the United States, every last single one, due to funding, I guess, quote unquote funding. I have came here. It's kids here with no place to go at all, no families, and 9 times out of 10 their families live across state. These kids and I all came here to better our lives, have a better future, and a better opportunity. By mean everybody, I mean by everybody. We all need your help to save Job Corps because we don't have nowhere to go. Like, as us people, we came here to have somewhere to stay and to have a roof over our head and to have a bed to sleep on and to have a better opportunity to better our lives. Clearly, we can't do that now because of what the president is doing, literally. Then, not only that, on top of that, not only are we closing down by the 30th of June, we have to be out here by next Friday. And once again, let's talk about these minors that have no families to go to and they all came from homeless shelters. So you're going to tell me that you're going to kick these minors out and put them back where they came from, on the streets? You're not going to help them? Once again, please, 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 by all any means necessary, please repost, tag anybody, and just help us out the best way you can. Please, by all means, help us save Job Corps because honestly, this is our only opportunity.
You know, for many, Job Corps was more than just government training. It was their only shot. It gave people a place to live, food to eat, and a career path when the system had already counted them out. But now, with reports coming in that Trump is proposing to either severely defund or completely shut down the program, Americans, especially those who've benefited from it, are calling it a betrayal. Some are saying, how do you say you are for the working class, then take away the very program that is helping build a working class? Others are pointing out that this decision will mostly hurt blacks, Latino, and rural white youths, the very people who often feel forgotten. And yet, there are others cheering this on, and they argue that government spending needs to be cut somewhere, and they think programs like Job Corps are outdated or inefficient. But tell that to someone whose only stable meal and education came from that campus. And let's also not forget, Job Corps has been around since 1964. That's over half a century of changing lives, and now it's being treated like it's disposable. And whether you love Trump or not, this move is leaving a lot of Americans asking, if you're not investing in our youth, then what future are we even fighting for? It's quite sad, honestly. So guys, what's your take on this conversation? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear what you have to say about this entire situation. And kindly, before you go, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories that hit where it hurts and matters most. Thank you so much for sticking around, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay blessed.